If there's one thing a man wants more from a woman, it's this: respect. It's so crucial that most people tend to play it down. In fact, to many guys, it's even more important to be respected than to be loved. Getting disrespected by our girlfriend or wife is simply terrible. Imagine if people talked about how your woman doesn't respect you. How would you feel? Personally, I'd rather get kicked in the balls than have that happen. Now, here's the thing though. I hate to say this, but if your woman doesn't respect you, it's not her fault. Why do I say that? Well, here's the reason. As anyone who knows Shogun Method knows, the female mind is a mirror. Most of the time, women simply react to men's behavior. I remember Derek Rigg telling me, you can get what you want out of a woman by feeding her mind the right input. And guess what? Derek's right. A small change in your behavior will produce remarkable changes in how she treats you. The question is this: what kind of behavior gets respect from women? Again, I'm referring back to Derek, who told us shoguns, observe guys who get no respect from women. See what they do. Then stop doing those things. Easy, right? Now, to make things even simpler for you, we have identified a list of things not to do. We call them BIC, short for B, I, and C. Let's start with B, which is short for bitching. Weak men simply love to bitch. They moan and complain about everything, right? Whereas we strong men roll up our sleeves and tackle problems head on. Most importantly, we never complain about it. The thing is, nobody respects whiners, especially women. Whining reeks of weakness in a man, and women can smell it from a mile away. Never ever bitch about anything, to anyone, ever, okay? Got that? Good. Next, let's move on to the second item in the list. The I in BIC stands for impatience. So, here's the deal. Strong men are never impatient. Why? Well, it's because they know there's no need to hurry, since good things always come to them. And guess what? Women know and appreciate this. And so when she sees someone impatient, she sees a man whose life is out of balance. Remember, women want men who can lead and take care of them and their families. If you can't get your own life in order, how can she trust you to take care of her and the family? No, right? Okay, so far we've covered two deadly sins of weak men: bitching and impatience. And you know what? The third sin is the worst of the lot. Here's what C in BIC stands for: cluelessness. Now, here's the thing. Men who don't get respected by women are usually clueless about how women think. Often, they make the mistake of assuming that women think like men. Well, guess what? They don't. When guys talk, they usually say what's on their mind. But women don't do that. Most of the time, women don't even say what they think. When a woman says something, you always need to figure out what her words imply. Here's an example. Let's say your girlfriend or wife nags you for not cleaning the garage. She bitches about you doing nothing but sitting on the couch watching TV. What is she really complaining here? If you think she's being direct and she only wants you to clean the house, guess what? She's not. What she's really complaining about is your lack of purpose in life. She doesn't give a shit about the garage. What disturbs her is your purposelessness as a man. So, what do you think? Be honest with me now. Are you doing any one or more of these things? And guess what? Even if you are, don't fret. The fix is actually quite easy, especially for the first two things. Stop bitching and start being patient with everything. Once you do that, you'll immediately feel the change in her attitude towards you. I guarantee that. The fix for cluelessness is also easy, but there's a bit of work required. If you don't understand women, guess what? It's not your fault at all. But now you know about the problem. It's your responsibility as a man to sort it out. So, what do you do to learn about how women think? Easy. All the answers you want are in Shogun Method. Now, guys ask me all the time, what's inside Shogun Method that you can't find everywhere else? The answer is everything, because what you think is true about women is not true at all. The truth about women is hardly politically correct, and so it doesn't get discussed at all in the open. And that's why this knowledge is only shared inside the closed community of shogunmethod.net. So, let's bring everything to a close. Men get disrespected by women because of three things they do. 1. They bitch about shit. 2. They are impatient. And 3. They are clueless about women. We shoguns call this the BIC Syndrome. And once you've diagnosed the problem, the cure is surprisingly easy. Here are the 3 things to do to gain respect from your woman. 1. Stop bitching. 2. Be patient. And 3. Learn Shogun Method. Simple, right? So, how can you learn Shogun Method? Well, the most direct way is to go to shogunmethod.com and see if it's still online. Sometimes Derek Rake removes it when we get too much publicity from the mainstream. So, you'll need to try your luck and see if the enrollment is open. Go to shogunmethod.com and see for yourself.